What is up, everyone? This is BigPowner, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to roll your timeless jewels. For this example, I'm going to be doing a lethal pride. This is for a melee build. For the archer build, we do the brutal restraint. This is my personal brutal restraint. I'm obviously not going to be re-rolling this because I have basically a perfect rolled one, brutal restraint. So I'm not going to wind up, you know, ruining a perfect rolled one. What I have done is JolteonSQ has given me his lethal pride for me to roll. I've taken and removed a bunch of stats and gone over here and gotten this jewel slot because this is like the best spot for the lethal pride in general. So we put this in, and it's going to show us. Oh, oopsies. Yeah, I put that back in. I gotta take this out. You can only have one timeless jewel active at a time. So it's pretty simple. When I look at this, there are going to be certain spots that, in general, are going to be hit by the jewel. And obviously, depending on what type of build you're doing, he is a lacerate build, so he's using dual one-handers. So, like this spot right here, he's definitely going to have, right now it's 10% reduced crit damage. He's definitely going to have this. This is giving an extra 4% increased max life. This is another good one. Regeneration, like some of the stuff's just, eh, it's just not that good. But this spot up here is going to be another good one. This one, he should have. I'm looking at his tree to see what it is that he's going to be going for. So I'm basically going to be looking to get the best spots for what it is that he's going to be using. The main ones that we are going to be looking at is right here, right here, right here, right here, and I think those are the main ones in the area. I don't know if he's going to plan on using Frenzy. This is one that I, in the past, have used on my Lacerate build or other melee builds, so this is one to consider. But right now, the way his tree is set up, the main ones we're focused on are here, 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 and here. So right now we have 4% increased max life. That's good. 10% reduce extra damage from critical strikes is good. Ignite, obviously that's crap. 20% increased armor. He is using Molten Shell, so that's a decent one. But we want to find the really good mods. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it out. We're going to hit it. It changes the number. And then we're going to see what it is we have. So 20% increased stun duration on enemies. That is not good. Increased effective fortify. That can be good. Increased stun duration, no. 5% physical damage hits taken as fire, no. So we're going to try again. There are certain things that are way better than others. Increased war cry, no. Regeneration is okay. 5% increased chance, 5% chance to deal double damage. That's one of the best rolls for this. But when the other stuff is not good, that's obviously not going to be ideal, so this is going to be another reroll. %4 max life, that's fine. 10% reduced crit. Nope. Nope. Two bad mods. Stun duration, nope. 5% deal damage. So, that was like half. And then that's decent. We really want to get totem placement. That sucks. The melee critical strike chance is good. Melee damage. So if this one was something really good, like chance to intimidate or 5% damage, that would have been a keeper. 5% increased strength. Fortunately, not good enough. Critical strike multiplier, that's good. Ooh, and critical strike chance. Yeah, 20 strength's okay. Melee damage, 5% chance gain, endurance charge on kill. I'm gonna have to ask him on this one because we have crit multiplier, crit chance. 20 strength is Um, melee damage and endurance charge on kill. So I'm going to have to actually ask him. 20% melee damage, 5% chance for endurance charge on kill. So Intimidate is a massive one because there's a modifier for it that gives 10% chance to Intimidate. And obviously the 5% chance to do double damage is really nice. The Intimidate, as far as a damage increase, is the best in slot for this Timeless Jewel, for a melee build. So that one's heavily weighted, but we also have to consider, how many times do you want to roll it? Because we could roll, indefinitely. There's a lot of combinations on this thing. Um, so he's gonna keep it. Why is it that he's keeping it? This is actually a pretty nice rules. Everything in all the slots is at least useful. 20% increased melee damage. The 5% chance gain in endurance charge is nice. Because if you don't have endurance charge generation and running through a map, you're gonna have 1 out of 20 kills is going to give you an endurance charge. Endurance charge, even if you're not stacking them or building them up, are useful. Um, I don't use endurance charges, but 4% reduced physical damage taken, additional resistances per one. It's 12% physical damage reduction once you get rolling through a map, and it's giving you a 4%, 12% increase to elemental resistances overall. So I mean it's a pretty nice combination. The thing is you have to be realistic on how much it is that you want to spend, because these right now are like 10, 11 chaos a piece. So he started with an investment of like 130 chaos into it. And if this one's easier to roll than this one, because you hit less nodes. If he was, say, doing the frenzy charges, which is an option, and he actually has 5% physical damage as an extra fire, which that's not a bad mod either. Extra damage, and if he goes, that's okay. This one's one defensive skill that sometimes you might use if you need a lot more defense. But in general, for a two-handed build, he's definitely going to get Golem's Blood. He's definitely going to go for Dervish. And obviously, all of these here, which it hits these two, he's going to go for. Obviously, he's not going to go for a shield. He's not going to go for two-handed. This one's projectile. So these are all the ones that he's going to hit. And to have something useful in all of them is going to be good. And the thing is there are so many possibilities on these. You know, if he decides to keep rolling, he could you know do 100 times and not hit something this good. With having every slot as something that's useful. Um, so I'd say it's a pretty good roll. But if you are rolling one, things to look for. The best things to look for. Crit multiplier, crit chance, deals double damage, or chance to deal double damage, um, chance to intimidate. Intimidate for the slot is the absolute highest damage increase. It's 10% chance to intimidate enemies. That is the absolute single best mod on this jewel as far as a slot. Ideally, you know, you get a couple of them double damage and then intimidate, and you know, but realistically, that's a huge investment to hit something like that, or you have to get really lucky. Um, so, for his investment, he spent 77 chaos, and now he has a nice lethal pride. And for the slot, the overall additions of what this is going to do is going to be big, because we're talking about 15% multiplier, 30% critical strike chance, 20 strength, 20% increased melee damage, and 5% chance to gain endurance charge. For one gem slot, that's pretty hard to match. Thanks for watching. Peace.